I guess I gotta do it at some point. Hello! Welcome to another episode of Cornback Kings Talk. I'm your host, Reed. And let's hop into this game for real. Let's get into this video, and I have an expo marker. Why do you have an expo marker? Yes. We're in August, and training camp is not too far along down the road, and it's not October yet. So, what we do, we make predictions, and right now, I got the forward core. So, I have the whiteboard over where I am is over here, or you might see it's over here. So I'm gonna hop into it, and let's make some predictions. Obviously, we're gonna have Andre Kopitar and Jeff Carter as our top two centers. How about we do that right now? As you can see, my tripod's an angle. It's not the greatest, but we have Kopitar, we have Carter as our top two centers. Next up, who's going to play alongside them? As you can see over my left shoulder that I'm pointing at right here, I've crossed off Carter and Kopitar. Like I said, let's see who I think they're going to play with. I think for the top line, the Kopitar line, it'll still be Dustin Brown on his right side. But we get the main Russian import, Ilya Kovalchuk. That Russian will be on the left side next to Kopitar to start the season. Remember, I had no clue that Iafallo was going to make the team. So do you go with further your chemistry of what you had, or do you insert the greatest player currently playing, not North America, to come back? I say we put him with the better center. With the better player. And that is Kopitar. Let's write that. There's rumors that he will be wearing number 17. So I think he wore that in New Jersey before he fled back to Russia, but he also wore number 71 back when the Atlanta Thrashers were a team. But 17 is fine. So Carter will obviously start the year with the 70s, as in Toffoli and Pearson. Who knows what will happen during the year, but I think third line could be very interesting. We know that Stevens loves to put Nate Thompson in the lineup, but I actually think he's going to be the fourth line center. Right here. Then obviously, you got to have a tough guy because it's hockey and you need tough guys. You got Clifford. You got Lewis here. Lewis is a penalty killer, and Clifford's a tough guy because you need tough guys and stuff. Now, third line I leave here, so I've used these guys, and I'm adding a fourth backup, like a spare. So I have Iafallo, Kempe, Velarde, and Brodzinski. I'm banking on the fact that Gabriel Velarde will surprise us and make the team because he was a diamond who fell into our laps in the 2017 draft. So, do you start him off at center or do you put him off to right wing and let Adrian Kempe play? But we all know one thing, Iafallo will be playing. So, I think originally it's going to be Kempe who will be playing at center because of his experience, because he was with the team this past year. So you ease in your rookie. And we should do that. Another thing, I put 12 here as a placeholder because I don't know his real number whenever he gets into the lineup, because his lineup in juniors was 13 and 73, and obviously the tough guy Clifford, and then Toffoli is currently wearing those, and I think rookies earn their numbers. That's why there's a lot of why certain rookies have like numbers in the 70s or in the 60s, just willing to prove themselves. So let me Brodzinski is the one who will be on the bench in the press box most often because he's too old for the Ontario League, and he's young enough to make a difference in the NHL. I see him switching with Clifford. This could be totally wrong. Do not expect our first round pick from this year, Rasmus Kupari, to start this year. He's already starting a league in Finland. So, what's he gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna clear this board and go to the defense. So now we start with the defense, and I also made a spot for the goalies because that's really easy and you can do that. We have a lot of money tied in defense, especially ones who are very good, and that is Drew Doughty. He's our number one defenseman, and who did he play a lot of the season with? Derek Forbort, who got a nice bridge deal. So I think it's going to be Forbort and Doughty again. Now, the next four are interchangeable. I think just based on how they did last year, it's going to be Phaneuf Martinez. Which means Jake Muzzin will be here. Now, you can go anyways with this last spot right here. You can put Paul Ledoux, you can put Fantenberg, you can put Cale Clegg, you can put McDermott. Who knows? I know that preseason hasn't even started yet. So, what you can do, but only suspect. And that's what I'm going to do. I think they'll give Ledoux every shot he could take. But I think he does get that spot. And I think Oscar Fantenberg gets that's seventh man, which means he's likely Ledoux's replacement. And also don't sleep on Daniel Brickley. He was a pretty coveted college free agent, and just we need to have some youth in our decor. And on right here, obviously you know the goalies. Gonna be, jeez. Number 32, John Quick. And then Jack Campbell will be our backup, and I believe his number's not in the 30s. It's 1. That is my projected lineup. That is all for this. That is it for this video. Click like if you liked it. Click subscribe if you're new. Make sure that bell's on when you subscribe, because that's when you'll get one of these silly videos, or even game reactions when I start doing them again. This is obviously the summer. You can only make expectations for what they're for. And oh yeah, Los Angeles now has the greatest expansion team right now. And that's, anyone who wants to know what it is, it's not hockey, I'll just give you that. You know what to do. Check out any of these videos. Maybe this is going to be a new place. Check out last year's playlist. Just share all my videos with anyone you know, and I'll see you in another video whenever that is, because it's the off season and you should go outside. And also stay off Twitter.